Good day, watchers, and welcome to a review today, actually, of all these episodes of Obi Wan Kenobi, the first season. I've got a funny feeling we might see a series 2. We might. I was watching last night the final episode 6. That's the only gripe with this series. Not enough episodes. There should have been like 10. Should have been, or even 8. You know. There's a few gripes to this show, but at the same time, I really enjoyed it. Wasn't as bad as what people make out, saying the acting's bad, and there's a character called Reva who has a bit of a history with the Jedi, and that character wasn't as bad as you expect. So the acting's bad and stuff. I don't agree with that. When I first watched the first episode, I kind of went, I suppose I was getting a bit, because what people say about it. But the show got better and better. And I never had a problem with it. Okay, so there is certain parts like when Obi Wan Kenobi's in the desert, it looks, you watch the original films and they filmed in the real desert when they're actually there, with the rocks and stuff, and it looks all kind of like real, it's all real. But when you watch this series, it kind of feels as if they actually, I don't know, it's the way the colour looks and stuff. I don't know, it's all like bright. I don't know. You can tell they kind of like they never filmed it into a real desert, a real figure. The original the films did it in like, real locations and stuff like was it Tunisia and stuff like that, places like that. And then this is kind of like film it on a set or something, and it doesn't look quite as authentic as the original. It's not that, but apart from that, I suppose it looks pretty good still. Some of the effects on the series, I still think it's a good show. A lot better what people say about it. Now you watch people on YouTube, complaining, non-stop about it. Talk about, I suppose it's their opinion, of course, whatever. So, but Ian McGregor's great, and of course, I think, I'm glad they brought him back. He did it, and Hayden and Chris, then they brought Hayden back, of course, and of course, they had to in certain parts they have to de-age, and I think the effects look pretty good the way they de-aged both of them. Between the Revenge of the Sith and episode Attack of the Clones, they look more from Attack of the Clones with the de-aged the characters between that era before that year. So anyway, I thought some of the performances were good. The girl who plays Reva, she was an interesting character. Especially the scene with Darth Vader, when Darth Vader plays, she tries to kill Darth Vader and Darth Vader just plays with her. I think that was so cool. And I thought it wasn't that bad actually. I thought her performance was pretty good. I thought she's not the strongest actor I've ever seen, but I thought she did a decent job. No, her acting isn't that bad actually. She wasn't as knowing what people say about her character. Like I said, some of the actors pretty good in this one. I thought this series. I thought there should be more episodes. That's the only beef for this show. It's only 6 episodes, but if they did a film, okay, if they did the film would a look a lot better. They probably would have done it on a real, on the desert and stuff, like on a real desert, but I enjoyed it. I would have preferred a film actually when I think about it, because they could have done part 1 and part 2, but because I heard they was going to do a film a while back, then there was a TV series, which I enjoyed. There would have been more like budget and stuff, but I think they did a good job. And the voice of Darth Vader, the guy, Aiden Christie plays is back as Darth Vader, but when he talks Darth Vader, it sounds like Darth Vader. I'm sitting thinking that's pretty cool, but I don't think they used Earl Jones's voice. They used like some kind of like technology to some kind of technology for his voice, and it sounds just the same. It's fantastic. So really good. I really enjoyed the show actually. I thought it was really good. I think the show got better and better. It built it up from episode 1 to episode 6. It built up pretty well. Some of the episodes are shorter than others. Some of them are longer. The last one was actually the longest, I think it was. The first fight with Darth Vader and Obi Wan Kenobi, I thought, wow, that scene was actually pretty good. Darth Vader, I don't know, the fact they land on the planet. What happens in it? There's like a confrontation with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan's kind of like, I'm out of here. And he actually runs Scarpers from Darth Vader. I thought that was quite interesting. when he finds out that Darth Vader's still alive. He knows that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker. And I did like that part where he's just like running, he's just get the hell out of here. And when they start having a fight, I like that scene where Darth Vader tries to burn him, just like what he's blaming Obi-Wan Kenobi the way he looks. So he tries to do the same thing by burning him, and that scene was really good. And there's that character, that woman who saves him, of course, and of course. The first the fight was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite intense. But the second one was even better, where Obi-Wan Kenobi outskills him. At first it's toe to toe, like 5 to 5, but then Obi-Wan Kenobi gets the upper hand on Anakin Skywalker. When you see he damages his helmet around, I like the fact you can see Aiden Christen's freaking face. Anyway, when he starts talking, actually can hear his voice. I thought it was really cool the way they did that. Can hear his voice between the Darth Vader voice and his voice, and I thought that was really cool the way they did that. I really enjoyed that. That scene was really well done. And then when Obi-Wan Kenobi is throwing the rocks at him, like using the Force, like his strength is fully freaking there. I thought that was fantastic. You do see a bit of Luke Skywalker in this. He talks a bit, but not much. That's only a show of that. A bit of Luke Skywalker, and that's about it. You see more of Princess Leia, which I don't mind, especially the music in it, where the music starts, and that scene was really good. And the girl who plays Princess Leia, I think, does a fantastic job. She's great, she's really good in this. Because when you think of Princess Leia, you think of a strong, a character who's a bit mischievous and stuff like when she's younger, and that's what you get in this, a young, mischievous, strong-willed character who's likeable, not annoying, a likeable character. She does it really well. She's likeable. I liked her performance in this. Especially that little robot you got in it. I thought that was fantastic. That little robot's cool, especially when they use it as a tracking beacon, for the Empire. I thought that was really well done. There's a lot of well done scenes in this. Now, is it better than Mandalorian? I think the Mandalorian's got better. It looks better after the budget and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Certain parts, but. And again, the way I was watching it wasn't the best quality. But yeah, it wasn't that, whatever. So, really enjoyed it. I thought some of the performances were good. I think she did really well. And, so yeah. You see people talking about YouTube going, "Oh, the acting's bad." I don't think so. It's not perfect. I mean, there's a guy on my list on my place, and he's like, "Oh, this show's not very good." But I watched it. I enjoyed it. But then again, when people were when the other films came out, people didn't seem to like those movies, the prequels, and then the acting's bad. But now all of a sudden, oh yeah, great, so, great movies, best movies ever. So yeah, but now all of a sudden it's like these films are like people shit on these films, so these shows. So anyway, so I really liked it. So I really liked the action scenes were good. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan. Aiden Christian back as Darth Vader. I think he does a really good job as Darth Vader. Really good job. And it does talk a bit in this, and it's pretty good actually. I think it's great. The kind of history these two have in the films, the prequels, and I think people appreciate the prequels more. It could be something to do with the sequels. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but yeah. They are fun to watch when you're watching now. You think, God, these films are so fun to watch. The prequels are great. They're not perfect, but as they are, they have great. You got good memories of these films, like the characters and stuff. Remember I watched The Phantom Menace on VHS. Really liked it. I saw the flaws in it, but at the same time I enjoyed it. So yeah. The characters are great. There's certain characters that turn up in this that look different in the Clone. Was it the Clone Wars? War? Was it? Oh, Rebels, whatever. I haven't seen those for a while, so I kind of forgot about the characters. But there's an interesting scene out the last episode, episode 6. I was like, oh my god, it looks freaking great. A certain character from the Phantom Menace, great. I love that. I thought it was great the way they did that. I hope they have it more in episode 2, series 2. But I've got a funny feeling we might see that. So I'm not sure if they're doing a Boba Fett series 2, which I actually enjoyed the first season. I thought it was really good. Wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. when you hear people's comments about how bad it is and the acting's bad and la 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 la, and you watch it, you think, I must have missed something. I must be losing it. So the rate I'm gonna give this full series of 6 episodes of Obi Wan Kenobi is a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was a blast. I like the part where Obi Wan Kenobi goes, "Hello there." You know, I thought that was really cool that they did that when he meets Luke and all that. So yeah, I did like him. As that little shit from New Hope, I thought that was cool. So yeah, hello there. Hello, my little friend. I always just go, hello, my little friend. Hello there. So a 4 out of 5 for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Absolute. I really hope they bring the whole series on Blu-ray or 4K. That's a shame if they do. Then again, someone's probably going to do it anyway. So anyway, people, remember to subscribe to my channel, Retribution Prime and Retribution Gaming. Have a nice day, have a nice week, and may the Force with you. And hello there, and goodbye. Thank you for watching.